Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about ideal session structure. If you're a jiu-jitsu athlete and you're trying to get into the gym, you don't want to waste your time. You need to know exactly what you're going to do, and you need to know exactly how much of it you need to do in an effort to move the needle week on week. So once again, you're not wasting your time. In this video, I'm going to go through the session structure that I tend to use with a large percentage of the athletes that I train. There's two main reasons for that. One is that it works. We've used it for years, and it's a really good way of getting everything that you need into the session, as well as getting it in an intensity that matters and actually moves the needle. If you're not doing enough of it, it's not really going to make a difference. The other reason that we do it is because usually people are time constrained. They only have about an hour, 90 minutes at the max to get something done. And it is unrealistic to write training programs that are in excess of 2 hours long because they just simply won't be done. So we're going to run through the session structure as it is, and I'm going to throw up an example of each movement as we go. I really like to start the session by warming up with a ballistic movement, supersetted with a plyometric movement. We can certainly get into the weeds on which of those two movements that we want to do, but it would be a really good idea to start the session with those because it warms you up and it does prime you for some of the key lift movements that we're going to go and do. There's a concept called potentiation, and effectively that is just a fancy way of saying that it kind of like warms up or revs up your nervous system to be able to produce more force and be able to produce it more quickly. Then we're going to get into our key lifts. We usually have an upper body key lift and a lower body key lift. Those again are up for debate in terms of what exercise we actually do, but they immediately follow our warm up of plyometrics and ballistics. We can usually have 1 to 2 key lifts in the programming. It just depends on a number of factors. However, from there, we'll usually get into our accessory lifts. Our accessory / robustness lifts / hypertrophy kind of lifts, depending on what we really need. For a lot of jiu-jitsu athletes, sometimes they're in a bit of an off season, they're not competing as much, and they want to try and get a little bit bigger and stronger. Then it's hypertrophy work. Maybe they're rehabbing themselves from an injury and we're still making that a focus of the training. Well, then maybe the accessory movements look a little bit more like rehab work. The only thing that I could really think to add to this then at the end is some cardiovascular training. Now, usually, again, with time restraints, that doesn't really work. So we tend to separate the two and have like a weightlifting session over here and a cardio session over here. Honestly, if you're getting a lot of jiu-jitsu in my opinion, you don't need to add cardio past that unless like you're a professional athlete. But then the considerations for programming if you're a pro athlete versus if you're not are so wildly different anyway that point is kind of moot. The main reason for this video is I just wanted people that wanted a clear session structure to be able to see what I do with my athletes has been working for years. I will continue to use this session structure with a lot of my athletes because again, it works and it's efficient. And now you can take that session structure and you can bring that into the gym and you can hopefully get some of the benefits of using that as well. This is one of the tips involved in the Jiu Jitsu S&C Masterclass, which is a free resource that I put together. It's 30 of my absolute best nuggets of information that I could possibly think that would help you as a jiu-jitsu athlete to give you a little piece of information each day around hydration, training, recovery, loads of different things that are really going to help to impact your recovery and impact your training and impact you in such a way that hopefully makes a difference. So if you want to get that, I'll leave the link in that to the description below and you'll be able to find that there. It's a 30-day email kind of autoresponder. So thank you for watching the video. Past that, I'm going to have another one out next week. And yeah, that's us. Thanks again.